Right. Let's see. That's the wrong one. That's the one. There we go. But let's give this a go. Let's see. Alright, so if you pick Imperial, start in the Aldmeri Dominion, and I think Aldmeri Dominion is Somerset Isles. Let's do that. Playing a Dragon Knight, I pretty much always make a Dragon Knight, to be honest. I've played Sorcerer and Nightblade and Templar before, but I almost always end up just being a Dragon Knight. What do we look like naked? Very important. Something like that, I guess. All right. Where do we have? Oh, is it Adorn? Yeah, okay. Honestly, the faces and the heads are one of the worst things about this game. It looks so much worse than Skyrim. It's like they just took Skyrim and then they ruined the art style. That's what this game looks like. Because everyone looks like a mix between a Skyrim character and like a Disney character. It is one of the worst things about the game. Because making a character that looks good is like, it's not gonna happen. How about a mustache? Just a mustache. I think a mustache is pretty ballin'. Forehead slope. All the hairs. They are going with the same direction as Skyrim when it comes to the hairs. That they all look like trash. I don't really feel like messing with this much. It doesn't really change what the character looks like. Like it's almost completely meaningless. Except for this nose. Nose changes a lot. Can't change the bridge. Alright, yep. Barely anything. Doesn't matter then. Alright. Skip the tutorial. I'm gonna skip the tutorial. Name already in use. Fuck you. We'll just go with something. Give me my bun. I want the bun. How many levels did you get? 2. I'm quite unsure how to really approach this. I think this is a dog shit system. They should just delete this. This only makes the game worse. The fact that this even exists at all. It makes you have less build variety. It just makes the game dog shit. Oh yeah, lava whip. Spiked armor. Earthen heart. Now I'm not really sure what I want to play. Like, do I want to be melee or do I want to staff? I feel playing melee feels better in general. These games. We do have an iron sword. Sealed urn. Oh. Was it this one? Oh, there.
You there, wet one. This one needs to speak. Welcome to Canarthi's roost, friend. The hurricane must have been very disorienting. So many injured, confused. Keep your voice down. Try not to draw attention. Razumdar is here on a mission of some delicacy. You are just what the Bandari ordered. Between your hands and Raz's good looks, we are certain to see this through. First, a question. Where did you come from?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
If you landed 5 paces north, you'd have squashed a rat, slipped on its guts, and cracked your head on a signal drum. The whole island would have known of your arrival. So where did you come from, truly?
Gold Harbor. We came from Monogbal's realm.
A Daedric prince, you say? Raz has a nose for lies, but you seem clean as an ocean breeze. If anyone else asks you, where will you say you came from?
I'm a Dominion soldier who survived the shipwreck.
Yes, lie with confidence. A straight face and a gleam in your eye. Well done. It is very good right now to fit in. Your sudden arrival, it does not fit. Understand?
Who are you?
Just a friendly Khajiit, privileged to see someone drop from nowhere and land in sea. Shame you cannot do that at will. You could make piles of coin, sell tickets.
Why are you helping me?
Because you are no soldier, which is useful. You can speak with the locals, assure them we are not invaders or marauders. Now come, let us try to fit in.
Very well. But first, we have to help them figure out how to mix their game so that you can hear things. Where'd he go? Yeah? Oh. Yeah. Really wants to show me the crown store.
Glad you're up and about, recruit. I'm in need of a scout to head to Shattered Shoals.
No, that's too loud.
Most of our fleet foundered to the west, but we've had few survivors trickle in from that direction.
Do you need exactly?
We captured a sea viper spying on the camp. Those pirates never travel alone. Find out if they're around Shattered Shoals, and if so, what they're doing on this island. Of course, you should assist any shipwreck survivors you find. We must each do our part.
I think I have to play this game with the headphones on. A while since I did that. Do what I can.
Before you head to Shattered Shoals, speak with Eelsil. He just returned from exploring a nearby temple. That wizard claims to know something about everything, so he may have insight on how these sea vipers operate.
Goodbye.
Ilsil is this way.
We found a lockpick.
Ilsil, this recruit wishes to speak with you.
Marvelous, isn't it? We'll have to construct a special room for the Morning Stone when we bring it back to the Mages Guild. I'm sorry, did you need something?
Commander Karenth said you returned from a nearby temple.
Yes. The Temple of the Morning Springs is an old Khajiit ruin not far from here. We excavated the Morning Stone from one of the chambers. As you can see, its supply of water appears endless.
Did you encounter any sea vipers?
What do you mean, pirates? In an ancient Khajiit temple?
What's happening?
Preposterous. All we saw were the undead warriors that overran our camp.
Were you attacked by the undead?
I have no idea. Actually, I have 12 ideas, but they're far less fascinating than the Morning Stone. Probably some sort of ancient curse. It usually is with these things.
What can you tell me about sea vipers?
Arrogant sea elf pirates. To my recollection, they aren't known to raid Kanafi's roost. Oh, and they have a thing for snakes. But I'm sure we both have more important matters to attend. If you'd excuse me?
We should speak privately. Before you depart, let's meet by the statues north of camp.
It's a little loud now.
There, you see? There, you see? You fit in and no one will stop you from walking away. But as this one said, there are opportunities here for people that fall from the sky.
Listening.
Ilsil is most impressed with his newest bubble. But the undead are a threat to all of Canarthi's roost. If you want to, you could search the Temple of the Morning Springs, determine how to contain the dead there. Then the locals should see we came here as allies, not conquerors.
Alright, anything else?
Karaneth told you how the hurricane dashed the fleet into Canarthi's roost. Now the sea vipers are picking at the bones of our ships. Strange, yes? You could scout the coast, as the commander said. Prove yourself to the soldiers.
Where are you headed?
Oh, there's far less glamorous work to be done in Mistral, at the northern end of the island. Let's meet up there, after you've done what you decide to do. Until then, bright moons guide your steps.
Stream is being a bitch. It says stream not found for YouTube. Check dashboard. I checked dashboard. The stream is clearly found and it's working. So I don't really know what it's up to. And it's showing live. What if I type there? That doesn't work. Oh. Restream, restream, restream. It's still saying stream not found, no matter how many times I update. Gonna make me restart, isn't it? Alright, what if I type now? That doesn't work. Why? Like, it's showing that it's clearly working right there. Like, look. It's like, yeah, we're streaming. 2 viewers. Everything's fine. Chat, it's not fucking fine. What am I supposed to do about that? Right. Just gonna have the YouTube stream open here. Only thing I can do. Okay. So where are we going? There's a way shrine here. Alright. No! It's not shared! I don't know if you need, like, a tool. No, you don't. Got a crystal. Hey.
Do not disturb the ritual, cub. Our harvest depends upon it.
Not bad.
Halt! Come no closer.
Oh.
Cannot one set up a simple shop in peace? A ghost. One swears it was a ghost haunting the lower platform. Oh, my shop.
Hold on, let me just set this up a little bit better. Fast travel. Alright. Let's head to where we're going. I don't know what fall damage is like in this game. Not that bad. Ah! I want to play Sword and Shield this time. I played two-handed sword plus bow on my last character. That was also a Dragon Knight. But I want to try Sword and Shield this time. Two-handed weapons are the best for soloing that I've seen. There might be better, but I don't know. I haven't played this game that much. But if you play two-handed sword, you can get the AoE that gives you a barrier. And then you can solo, like, tons of dungeons. Sure.
My time is precious.
How far is it? I just want to get the discovery. Yeah, we got it. Should be the right direction. It's honestly maybe one of the better lockpicking systems in Elder Scrolls. Because otherwise it's like, it's this one or Skyrim. But it's not that they're good, it's like the ones that are least bad. I don't want... I mean, I do want molten weapons, that's the thing. But I want Searing Strike. Searing Strike is the skill that I want to mainly play. I don't even know what these other abilities are. Should be there. Do I want Soul Trap? I mean, maybe I do just to level it. Just to get like Soul Lock. I don't really know what Soul Gems do. I guess. Tiger. Hey. It was a little slow. Felt like I had to fight to get the camera to turn. Also, can we hide this, like, completely? Why am I in a guild called Cornstarch Crusaders? I did not make that guild. Think.
Halt! Come no closer.
Come no closer? Who said that? I need to come closer to figure out who said that. Huh?
Halt! Come no closer. Halt! Come no closer. Halt! Come no closer.
There she is.
Come no closer.
Fuck you.
Come no closer. Heed my words. You endanger more than your life should you approach.
What are you?
A foolish spirit. My ambition brought me low, but I won't allow it to happen to another. The book before you bears a terrible curse, as do 2 others. You can hear it call to you, yes?
Oh, I only hear you.
But how? Are you strong enough to resist their call? Could you bring them to the shrine and finish what I did not? Heed my words. The forbidden knowledge within those books isn't for this world. They must be destroyed.
Tell me what I would need to do.
The curse upon each tome is designed to feed souls to oblivion. But if you are able to resist their pull, you can collect the tomes and bring them to the shrine for their destruction.
Where is this shrine?
On the shores of Canarthi's Roost, beyond the town of Mistral. It is lit by an ever-burning flame. Should you collect all the tomes, bring them to the shrine without delay. No matter how strong you believe you are, I fear the tomes are stronger.
Give it to me. I don't feel like reading that. I'm sorry.
Harder than expected. Let's see if it was worth it.
Now you die.
Me?
Not now, not ever.
Okay. Chicken. Oh no, it's a harpy. Okay. The whip does so much more damage, Jesus. I don't want to play the whip.
Don't believe her lies.
Don't know if I want to bother with butterflies. I think that's just for fishing, and fishing is the last thing I want to do in any MMO ever.
You are here to trade? You are here to trade? Not to cause trouble? This one is sorry he must ask, but it pays to be careful, no?
Oh yeah, that means you need to research. Okay, let's
You are here to trade? Not to cause trouble?
buy some more lockpicks. Just in case.
Knowledge is power.
Finally, Beza Joe will find this fabled brush.
What? What is this?
Please, no. This one will stop looking.
Okay. What are you doing? Is it a crime to kill you? Heal from? Something over here. I don't know which quest is which. It's way further down. It's this one? Investigate sea vipers. What am I investigating? supposed to go here? Why is it no longer like a part of the... Am I stupid? Okay, we're investigating sea vipers. I don't know what that means. Maybe we kill them? Those are not sea vipers.
Revelations await.
Huh?
Don't believe her lies.
Where is it? So confused. We got a ghost here somewhere? I'm super confused. Is there a random ghost saying things, whispering things in my ear?
Knowledge.
What?
Power.
Yeah? So what? What do you want?
Revelations await.
There's nothing here, dude. Like, I already got the falconer thing there. That's not it. No, he got to it before me because I was fighting the monsters. Oh, now there's an NPC
Can
here.
any of you hear me?
Holy shit. What
Where are you? You there? Have you seen my squad?
do you mean?
We were all in a little Alkosh, part of the Dominion fleet sailing for Canarthy's Roost. Then a hurricane blew up out of nowhere. Sails tore,
Hull's cracked, and we were thrown into the ocean. I ended up here. I can't find the rest of my squad.
Did they survive the hurricane?
I thought I heard one of them calling out, but the ocean twists up sounds. If they're wounded or pinned down, could you keep an eye out for my soldiers? They answer to Edalus, Onglon, and Nistel. 2 of us can cover more ground.
Help you find your squad.
I'm sure my squad made it to shore alive. Dominion Marines constantly defy the sea's attempts to drown us. The hurricanes, they're another matter. I fear my squad is banged up worse than I am.
What can I do about their wounds?
Our ship's hold was packed full of an old Bosmer healing remedy. The labels say torchbug treacle, but Marines call it glow juice. The wreck scattered bottles across the beach must be what brought out the Aelids.
Aelids? What do you mean?
Squat creatures made of teeth, claws, and endless hunger. I've heard their cries up and down the beach since I came to. Their sweet tooth is bigger than their walnut brains. I saw one of the stupid things swallow a whole bottle of blow juice.
This is one of those things where I feel like, as a developer, I look at it and I'm like, I see what they're doing. Like, this is the beginning. So they're like, what's an Aelid? You know, oh, we don't know what that is. And then they have to, like, describe it. But it's one of those things that I don't really see why you have to do. Because I'm just gonna accept this quest.
Good luck.
And then I'm gonna turn around and I'm immediately gonna see one. Okay, there it is. Like, now I know what it is. That entire section of, like, her describing this creature to me is completely meaningless. Because I see it already now. Dark Talons, Molten Weapon. Switch to Molten Weapon instead of Stonefist, because Stonefist is useless.
Don't believe her lies.
Oh, now it makes more sense. Maple staff. Let's equip it. Maybe. Nope. Backup weapon is level 15. It's 100 years away. Where's the glow juice? We're just farming mud crabs. Wait, you can't dive in this game? Maybe you can. Really? Huh. I'm surprised. Surprised, but not that surprised. Can I really not dive? I guess not. think I have to go around. Chest. Ice staff of flame. No, I don't want to dual wield. Oh, something. Note. Order of battle. There. Jasmine tea. Increases magic recovery. Can you only have one food on? So I didn't see buffs or anything anywhere. How do I see my buffs? It's that. Okay, so it does get overwritten. It's all the way over there? Okay.
Knowledge is power.
I remember seeing buffs. Is that a setting I have to turn on, or is this in combat only? I still haven't found a single one of these glow juices. I think. So much for littering the beach.
Who are you? Were you part of the fleet?
Sergeant Furion sent me to find you.
Alive? Good. That's good.
Oh, I
Wave
got something?
smashed me against the ship. Cracked a few ribs. Not the best feeling.
Sergeant Furion said this torch bug treacle would help.
Tastes like sandals boiled in mint perfume. But if it knits my ribs, I'll drink the whole bottle.
Look for the rest of your squad.
Good. I'll find Sergeant Furion. Go. Get them back safe.
I lost a lot of friends in that storm. Give me some good news.
Sergeant Furion sent me to find you.
I saw her swept overboard in that damn storm. Held on to the rigging long as I could, but it tore the skin off my palms. If I can't hold a weapon, I'm useless to my squad. Do you have any bandages? I lost my kit to the sea.
This torch bug treacle might help.
Blow juice? Used to think this stuff was only good for practical jokes on snowy days. Once I can heft Spleen Shanker, I'll push through the beach and find Sergeant Furion. How about you?
I told Sergeant Furion I'd find the rest of your squad.
Hope they appreciate their good fortune when you find them. I can get inland after I rest. Fight with purpose.
Looked like they were duking it out.
Bless Ifra. I'm glad you came by. Have you seen any other Marines along the beach?
Sergeant Furion sent me to find you.
She's alive. I suppose that's some luck amidst all this wreckage. Can't say the same for my leg. If I don't put too much weight on it, I can manage a good hobble.
Sergeant Furion said this torch bug treacle would help.
Glow juice? By the gods, it just might. Soon as I can stand on my own, I'll head inland.
I found everyone in your squad.
Lieutenant Gellin dragged me out of the water. He'll want to know Sergeant Furion and the rest of the squad are all right. I think he said something about looking for shelter in a nearby cave, but I was still coughing up sand.
Daily reward? Do I get the daily reward without pressing log out? My cave. Tied to a blood-stained post is the body of a Wood Elf Marine. He appears to have died recently. The armor bears the insignia of an Aldmeri Dominion Marine Lieutenant. His corpse is soaked in blood as if from many shallow cuts. Greenish foam mingles with the smeared blood. The cuts on the lieutenant's body form strange but repetitive patterns. His blood was smeared across the uncut portions of skin to create wave-like symbols. The exact cause of his death is unclear. Jota. Dog.
Turns out my squad were the ones who found me. Ever consider a career as a Dominion Marine? You'd make quite a scout. My squad said you were looking for Lieutenant Gellin. Have you found him?
I found his body in the cave. Someone killed him.
What do you mean?
It looks like he was killed in some kind of ritual.
First, a hurricane blows out of nowhere and destroys our fleet. Then, an able-bodied Dominion Marine is captured and tortured to death? What else was in that cave?
Lots of bones, candles, and snakes. Also wooden posts.
Some kind of sacrifice? This is too big for my squad to handle. We need reinforcements. Nistel spotted a beached ship nearby. It looks intact, and she spotted Dominion sailors aboard.
What are you going to do?
We need to combine our forces and find who murdered Lieutenant Gellin. My squad and I need to pull his body out of that damn cave. Would you warn the sailors on that beached ship? They need to know it's not safe to wander around.
I'll warn them.
Wait, take this. I found some glow juice while I was looking for my squad, but they're on the mend. You'll get used to the taste. We'll be along shortly. Watch yourself.
Down here.
You want a slick-arsed sea viper or a cabbage-mouthed castaway? State your business with the crew of the Prowler.
Oh, Turnip. How's it going? I'm just, can't make the chat bigger. I'm just playing through the story. I'm really struggling finding things to play, so I'm kind of just...
The Prowler will float, but I can't promise more than that.
going with whatever I can manage. A Dominion Marine was killed in a nearby cave.
The hurricane killed hundreds of Marines. Why does it matter if one of them died in the cave?
He was murdered in some kind of ritual. His squad needs reinforcements.
Oh. Well, a Prowler is like a hen in a wolf den until she's seaworthy again. Maybe your Marines can prove they're more than two-legged cargo and shiny armor. If they pitch in, I'll consider reinforcements. They up for it? Or are they all talk?
I'm sure they'll help where they can.
And I'm sure they'll be as useful as they were in the hurricane. Should they care to prove otherwise, they're welcome to do actual work patching leaks in the Prowler's hold. Maybe they can locate the replacement helmsman's wheel in all this wreckage.
I'll see if they can find the helmsman's wheel and patch the ship.
Oh, and our Sunsighter. Must have fallen overboard when we beached. Our lookout saw those skink-fingered pirates make off with it. You'll have to get the Sunsighter back, any way you can.
I have a few questions.
Sure, talking's easier than working. Well, ask.
What's a Sunsighter?
Captain Jimala uses it to navigate. I could tell you how the sun and stars show the ship's exact position, but none of it matters while it's in the Sea Viper's hands.
Tell me about the Proud.
Pride of the long coast. We'll sail for the Dominion as long as they pay us to raid enemy shipping.
Are you pirates?
Joan and Jode, don't let the captain hear you say that. Pirates steal and pillage for themselves. We're privateers, so we do it for whoever pays us. A crucial distinction.
Who's in charge of the Prowler?
Captain Jimala took over the Prowler a few years ago. She's smart, cunning, and deadly dangerous when provoked. She's also luckier than anyone I served. Every ship in the fleet smashed to flinders on Khenarthi's roost. Every ship with a Prowler.
Alright. Let's go find some stuff. Sword? Bottle? Shoes of the Trainee. Light. But I don't have any armor there, so it doesn't matter. Same thing there. I still don't have a shield, so I'm still not leveling sword and shield, by the way. Maybe we'll find a shield soon. Any second now, I'm sure. Usually there are weapons just lying around, but in this area there's not that much. Right, I found everything? I found everything by just killing some dudes, I think. Maybe they have some weapons on the ship, but they might be, it might be stealing to take them.
Those damn Sea Vipers still watching us? Of course they are.
Yeah, it's stealing. I could steal them, though. I could. Notes on racial phylogeny. What does that mean? The reproductive biology of orcs is at present not well understood, and the same is true of goblins, trolls, harpies, drow, Seichi, Imga, various Daedra, and many others. I don't, again. I mean, I kind of do want to read the books to get, like, the information, but I also don't want to read the books. Yeah. When you steal, I think you mostly get stuff that's not really usable. Just stuff you can fence. Oh, cute slime girl. I think Last Epoch is okay, but I don't think it's much more than that. Right. It does some interesting things, but I don't think it's very enjoyable to play. I think it feels like it almost has the same vibes as a mobile game. The art is pretty bad. The gameplay feel is bad. The world is bad. No. The characters feel bad, like the art for them is terrible. Oh, come on, man. I don't really mind the menus. I don't really care that much about UI looking one way or the other, personally. But like fighting a boss in it, like when I was doing the Weaver crypts, and whenever you fought a boss in there, it just felt like it's just a clusterfuck of colors. Nothing really feels like I'm like, I can't make any sense of what's on the screen, because everything is like pastel colored. All the attacks from the enemies just
as the storms
all look like the same. It all just melts together. Because of that, I don't know. I have trouble playing it for long. And on top of that, the gameplay is actually not that complex. And it just makes me sad. It's like I really actually like Diablo 3. It's like one of the worst games ever made, but it, in my opinion, has the most fun and interactive gameplay. Because the way the skills kind of work together, unless you specifically make a build that isn't very interactive. But like if you're playing a barbarian, I think the barbarian is the most well designed class. You have like a lot of abilities that are situational, and you use them for multiple different things. You have to actually think like, when should I use this? Sometimes you save your abilities, and it's actually quite tactical to some degree. Like it's not entirely true, because the game is completely destroyed by set items, so it doesn't work like that anymore. But like the baseline, if you only play the game with rares, the baseline way the game works actually is kind of fun and engaging. But in Last Epoch, the way you have like all these skills, it kind of just boils down to it just plays like Path of Exile 1 or Diablo 2, where you're just spamming one skill. But instead it can turn into like, I'm spamming 2 skills, or I'm spamming 3 skills. But it's not like actually tactically interesting in any way. It's just like you're just pressing 3 more buttons on repeat. And that's it. It's not like actually something where you ever have to like use your brain or do something situationally or whatever. My cold itch spams too. Yeah. Yeah, I made a wizard, an elementalist, and I wanted to play like all 3 elements. But it just turned into like pressing like Glacial Cascade, Meteor, and like Lightning Orb or whatever I was using. It was just, you know, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, like, and that's my main gripe with ARPGs in general. And why I still think Diablo 3 is actually the best ARPG. That they need to evolve a little bit from one-button gameplay. Like, I really like it when the gameplay has some situational stuff and I actually have to consider at least a little bit when I'm pressing a button. But they don't really do that. Like, even Path of Exile 2 is really bad at that. People call those piano builds? Not really, it's not the same. Because some, like in World of Warcraft, it's not about having... Like, a piano build isn't really about that. A piano build is just like, you have a lot of buttons to press. Because in WoW, it isn't really like situational either that much. It's like AoE or single target. But some classes you need to like mash like so many more buttons than others just to do the same thing. Where am I going? But like having some situational abilities doesn't turn you into like a piano class. Playing Ninja in Black Desert. Now that was a piano class. Because they have such high attack speed that you end up like mashing like massively. Like you have a really high DPS, or a high APM rather. I didn't think it was that bad, but I also don't really mind piano classes. Where am I? What? There.
These aren't Dominion sailors. They're privateers. Just our luck.
Quartermaster Oblin promised reinforcements when the Prowler is repaired.
We'll show that old sea cat what Dominion Marines can do.
The Prowler needs a replacement helmsman's wheel.
Edalus is the best scrounger in the regiment. If you want, I can send him out to look for a helmsman's wheel.
Alright, send Edalus to find a replacement.
He's on his way. Anything else we can do?
There's nothing left to do.
It's time for that mangy privateer to make good on his promise. Maybe you should do the talking. I'll just rub it in.
Yeah, like this game suffers from the same problem that Last Epoch does. Like, you do have some situational abilities, but it really just boils down to you have like one debuff, one AoE, one single target, like a buff skill, and a heal. Which ends up with like you don't actually have any kind of like rotation or anything like that. Your class doesn't really have like a play style. It's just pressing like which one button are you gonna press over and over again. And then you have a heal, and you have like a defensive skill or an offensive skill, if that's what you choose.
We'll finish repairs by high tide. We've got to.
And that partially comes from the aversion to cooldowns.
That was fast. All right. There's room on the Prowler for your Marine friends, as long as they work for their meals.
I think non-cooldowns can maybe work. Like, the idea behind Path of Exile 2, where they wanted the same kind of gameplay as, I would say it as Diablo 3. where you have like a bunch of different abilities and you want to use them in certain situational scenarios. I think that can still kind of work without cooldowns, but it's really, really, really difficult to do that. And I'm not sure how viable it is, because when you try to do it without cooldowns, it becomes like extremely reliant on the balance and design of the rest of the game. Like every single mob and like combination of mobs and like what kind of encounters are on maps and stuff need to be like perfectly designed for you to actually choose to do like situational things. And I don't think that Path of Exile 2 is there, like not even remotely. Like the only time I'm ever gonna choose to like stun enemies is if I'm like fighting a boss, and even then it's just part of like my main damage skill. That's the biggest issue with PoE2 right now, in my opinion, where they wanted to have like all these situational options, but they don't actually work if it's not like your main way of dealing damage already. So you're like always doing rolling slam to do like clear, and that's just automatically stunning everything anyway. So it's not like you're using leap slam specifically to stun enemies, because you're like, oh shit, I'm taking a lot of damage here now, I'm gonna stun enemies. You know, that's not the gameplay that they've managed to accomplish. And in my opinion, part of that is that they don't have cooldowns. Because cooldowns, while they're not optimal, or like they're not like the perfect solution, it means that you can have more powerful abilities. And the fact that you don't always have them available means that you have to choose when to use them. And if you then make like enemies that can actually harm you, then you can make like the use of like a situational CC with a cooldown be part of like what makes you survive, and be like part of the balance calculation for, you know, what amount of damage you're expected to take from certain things. And same thing with like ignore pain or whatever, like damage reduction, cooldowns or whatever. So that's why I always advocate for cooldowns. But I also think that it's good to try to avoid cooldowns as well, if you can. But I do think that they are pretty much the best solution we have right now.
I said I'd consider it. Captain Jimala is the only one who can make that call.
And what does your captain say?
Something you'll want to hear. You just made the Prowler seaworthy, and Captain Jimala always pays her debts. Go talk to her. She only bites if you give her good reason.
Why? Alright, so now we're going in. Now we're going up. She's a lizard? No, it's a cat.
Due to your efforts, the Prowler is free to sail once the tide comes in. Those Marines did their part as well. I have no reinforcements, but I offer something better. I know who's killing the Dominion soldiers, and I know how to stop it.
What do you mean?
Our lookout watched the Sea Vipers drag a Dominion Marine into a cave. Later, he saw your friends remove the Marine's body. If we weren't so short-handed, I'd have ordered his rescue. But 3 of my own crew were missing.
What happened to your crew?
Before we understood the danger, I sent my crew to scavenge among the shoals so we might repair the Prowler. We thought they disappeared, but one just returned, and she tells a harrowing tale.
What happened to her?
The Sea Vipers happened. Now there's a new storm brewing, and I fear they're the cause of it. Mustangui recovers below. Hear what she has to say for yourself.
Alright, let's go talk to Mustangui.
sea vipers are insane! They're trying to create another hurricane!
Another hurricane? What do you mean?
Sir Verkvild and I were scavenging for a replacement helmsman's wheel when the sea vipers ambushed us. They brought us to the island with the beached Dominion flagship. They'd done things there. Terrible things.
What have the sea vipers done?
Those filthy Maormer dragged my mates up and tied them to these serpent-shaped statues. Then they started chanting, and lightning surrounded them. That's when the storm began to form around the island.
Sea vipers created the storm?
Yes, I'm sure of it. It was a terrible sight. The sea vipers were so caught up in the ritual, I slipped free. I tried to grab Sir, but the lightning held him fast. Then one of the sea vipers yanked at him. I saw the Maormer's wrist glow.
Why would the sea viper's wrist glow?
The Maormer wore lodestones on their wrists. It let them ignore those lightning bonds, but I couldn't find any more, so I jumped off the ship and swam for it. Please, don't let them sacrifice my crewmates.
Goodbye. Didn't find a shield down here either. Take lodestone from sea vipers. Now the sea vipers, they should have a shield there somewhere, just lying around if nothing else. I'd be surprised otherwise. Oh! Thought it was a player. Got a lodestone. Luckily, I'm a murder hobo, and I decided to kill that person for no reason. Oh. Alright. Let's follow the road. Give me a shield! Or more heavy armor. Take some medium armor too. Iron axe of shock. Alright.
Those sea vipers are insane! won't kill me today.
Alright, stop the ritual. Didn't have to fight anyone, because there's like 16 people here. Let's... Can you go inside? Coffee. I might actually make some more tea. I'm not sure. Shield! Please, you have some weapons down here. You're evil cultists. Evil cultists need shields. It's rank 5, right? That you can morph? Something? Sky and Storm. There's absolutely nothing in here. It's fine. It's fine. It's not like I care anyway. You look like dog shit. Arrgh. Belt. Maybe it's a better type? Medium, yeah. Medium is better. I might do like mix heavy and medium. Or, I don't know. Because heavy is just being tanky. I don't think that's good to solo with, really. Helmet. Hell yeah. Oh. He was a friend. When you apply burning or poison to an enemy, you restore 500 magic and stamina. Okay. I'm not gonna waste my points here. I'm gonna take things that actually matter first. Could be a shield.
Sur and Verkvild returned just after the skies cleared up. They're a bit damp, but otherwise all right. My lookout says I have you to thank.
Yes, I stopped the ritual and freed your crewmen.
Then we'll finish
Shield!
repairs and shove off at high tide. Oh, your marine friends fended off sea vipers while you rescued my crew. They're welcome aboard, as long as they want. Perhaps we'll see you at Mistral. You'll always have a place on the Prowler.
That shit. It still isn't unlocked. Lava bullet can be morphed. But not Searing Strike. Let's check the north part, see if there's anything we can find there before we go back down. There's that little farmstead or whatever. There, now we can learn. Puncture. That's the skill I want. Oh, Breton style. Oh no, my inventory! Wait, I keep pressing the wrong button. Reduce magic cost of spells. Color of Bones. Yeah. I am full on crafting materials. That's what happens when you're not subbing, which I'm not, because I wasn't sure if I would even be able to make it through like one stream of this game. A Jung Khajiit wandered into camp last night, said he's looking for Hazak. If anyone asks where I am dragging this fool off to Hazak's Hollow. He'll see the boss before his head and body part ways. We spotted Aldmeri on the beaches. If you need me, send a runner up and around the hill above Hazak's Hollow. Send a runner up and around the hill above Hazak's Hollow. Double back to the dock near the entrance. This guy dead. Alright, we could you want Burning Embers? All the way over there? What the hell? Oh, hello there. Oh, I I don't have Thieves skill line. So, I like how the game is just completely full of beggars that you can just kill. Oh, crocodile! The issue here is that I'm not really sure if this build is going to make any sense. Because having this skill as your main single target is kind of weird, because it takes 4 seconds for it to do its full damage. And otherwise, if you just spam it, it just does less damage than like every other ability. So it's meant to be a dot. And I think Puncture isn't really a good DPS ability either. It is insane to me that you can't dive.
As part of the Dominion, you will gain security.
Huh. Talking to me? Is it backstairs, back here, or upstairs? It's back here. Backstairs.
Had the Dominion simply sailed on by, it wouldn't have come to this. Whatever happens next is on their heads, not ours.
Oh, all right.
Another one.
So, we actually have a banker here. So let's go do that. So I think my bank is like turbo full already. This one, right? Yeah.
Come and see from the distant shores of
This diplomatic
a
mission.
real, live dog.
Dog! With this guy?
Your pardon, friend.
It's this guy.
This one thinks you have come to make a deposit, yes?
Bank full. Yeah? But what can we sack? Okay. It won't tell me. Bad on purpose, by the way, because you're supposed to get this, to do this through the we're supposed to do it with the button. You're subscribed. We have crafting here. There. It's over here. No, it's everywhere here.
I have many quality items crafted to the finest. I have many quality items crafted.
In research 1. Research here. Let's see. Okay, so it's 1 research per precise battle axe.
Yes? It had to happen sooner or later. The cursed tree never falls, also the same. Still, all these soldiers mucking about, it makes me nervous.
You worry for nothing. Their roots have grown for many years. It will take more than an elf to care for.
Stations are so hard to find. That's blacksmithing. This is clothing. Is clothing and like leatherworking the same station? Might be.
Without a well-crafted, carefully maintained weapon, you can end up as a meal for some wild animal. Or worse. All all sorts of dangerous things out there, my friend.
And making jewelry was like a... I think that was like an expansion thing. I don't know if I have access to it now because I'm not subbed. I don't really remember. I just remember something like that. Woodworking, carpenter. Yeah. Blacksmithing station, clothing station. Chef.
Just a coin or two.
What?
Just a coin.
Cat's Eye Key. Would you listen to these bumpkins? Who says key?
Exactly. Call it Cat's Eye Quay, like the divines intended.
What are you all about? It's Cat's Eye K. What imbecile says quay?
My mother, the Arbor Master.
Bumpkin.
Wonder how bad the docks are.
I'm going to have to increase prices to make up for all
there.
the lost inventory.
Oh! You're pissed. Oh. My mod stopped working. Oh, no, there it works again.
You arrived in a nick of time.
I don't think I have a quest here, so... I don't think there's like actually a reason for me to be here right now.
Have you seen Gary? He's missing.
Who is Gary?
Zulana's son. When his father succumbed to skooma, Gary swore vengeance upon the smugglers responsible. This one
Alright.
tried to stop him from going by himself, but Gary wouldn't listen. Yes, that's Gary. Please, you must find him. He's all Zulana has left.
I'll find your son.
Zulana heard many things in Mistral. Hazak leads the skooma peddlers within a nearby cove. Its entrance is on the beach across from Cat's Eye Key.
Who is Hazak?
A vile skooma peddler. Hazak destroys families and brings great warriors low with his filth.
What is skooma?
Skooma is distilled from moon sugar. which is sacred to we who worship the moons and stars. But those who use skooma for pleasure quickly become slaves to its visions. Scum like Hazak profit from this addiction.
Sacred cocaine. Tell me more about your son.
Gary hasn't learned that fear and hatred cloud judgment. Zulana said,
Whoops.
search Hazak's hollow. There must be something vile.
What happened to your husband?
He hurt his back in a terrible accident. He took skooma to relieve the pain, and it came to both sustain and enslave him. After years of its youth, he withered to a shell of his former self.
Alright. Finally sitting. Holy shit. I was standing for 2 hours. There we go. Alright. Now we're gonna go get her son back. It's down here. Come on. We can get up. There we go. Come on. Come on. Because right now, my skills do the same damage as just left clicking. So I have no reason to weave at all. Which is why I think that my build is probably bad at the moment. And having like 3 single target skills is kind of stupid. But we'll see. I could just remove puncture. If it turns out to not be worth it. Laser beam class. It is insane to me, I have to say, that they haven't added any new skills to the game since it came out. Like that's like Guild Wars 2 tier. Like, what the fuck are you doing? That's something I genuinely don't understand. Like, they've added new classes, sure. But that doesn't really help me. Because I don't want to play the new classes. I want to play this class. But it hasn't changed since the game came out. Which is a little absurd.
Begone, bandit. I'll never join Hazak.
I'm not a bandit. Your mother asked me to rescue you.
Mother sent you? It is good she can't see me trussed up like a sheep. The bandits were more challenging than I expected. She could have killed a few when she scouted the cave, but no, I must always be tested.
Do you mean she scouted the cave?
You thought her a poor mewling widow? Pah! Mother is not entirely what she seems. She warned me to wait and watch before approaching Hazak's Hollow. I have much to learn.
Tell me what's going on here.
I sought to avenge my father's memory, but was captured by bandits. Mother saw my capture and sent you here to assist. Next, you untie me and we kill Hazak for his crimes. Simple, you see?
I came here to free you, not kill Hazak. I don't see why I can't do that. Like, I don't mind. I can kill some dude.
When you free me, I'll fight Hazak alone and will likely die. Hazak will poison more families with skooma, another will swear revenge, be captured by bandits, and wait for death in his cave. Or we can kill Hazak. Still simple, yes?
Alright, I'll help you kill Hazak.
Good. Now, untie my bonds so we can look for the key to Hazak's lair. Swish, slash, poke, done.
I'll untie you. Another wizard here.
I can hardly
Corn!
believe it. I'm free.
Rice. Need this for cooking. Rice. Beast. There, now there's a shield, but now we don't need it anymore.
Locked. Must be a key around here somewhere.
I wonder how much more DPS left click does than using abilities. Like, I think you can't really compete with weaving. It just is what it is. But just basic left click generally has way more attack speed than even weaving. But I think weaving is probably still better. Like, assuming... Because the thing is... Skills will just do more damage too, so it counts as like 1.5 to 2 auto attacks as well. Water. Water.
Kari. Ah, I understand.
Eat some carrot soup. Yum 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 yum. Holy shit, that spoon. That spoon is so thick you can't fit it into your mouth.
You don't have the will for this, but I do, cub.
Oh, it's Hazak already? He's dead.
I don't know how Mother will take this.
Why, because Hazak was your daddy? Come on, read. Read! Ardent flame is now high enough for us to get combustion, which gives us more burning damage. Increases the duration of Searing Strike by 2 seconds. Lasts for 20 seconds. Alright, well, I don't have any skill points anyway, so can't do anything there. And it's kind of whatever, because I more or less want to use Burning Slash, or whatever it's called, every 4 seconds. Because it applies burning, which lasts for 4 seconds. So I don't really want to spam it. When we get to level 15, I'm gonna try maybe playing bit of a like a caster build.
What have you done?
Kari and I killed Hazak.
And you have done what I could not. My husband now rests with the ancestors, free of the Skooma enslaving him.
Hazak was your husband? Kari killed his own father?
When Hazak embraced Skooma with more affection than he did with me, I gave him every chance to claw his way back. But Skooma peddlers are slavers of the mind itself. When Hazak turned his addiction into enterprise, there was no return.
How did you kill all these smugglers?
Poisoned arrows to stun, a blade to finish. I spoke to each as they lay frozen on the dock, before adding crescent moons to their throats. These unclawed shaveskins had it coming for pulling Kari's father into their fold.
Didn't you help kill Hazak?
I noted the ardor of the moons within you and sent you to aid Kari. That is help, yes? But I would know. How did my son fare against Hazak? Did he fight bravely as he was taught?
He fought well. We brought down Hazak together.
Then Kari learns to stand with allies rather than on his own. He shows me he is ready. With time and training, he will honor his ancestors.
Who are you two exactly?
Ajir Trajijazeri. We justly take by force. At Two Moons Dance, we study the thin line between justice and vengeance. We train so we will always know the difference. Enjoy your life, Walker. You never know when those you love can slip away.
Thanks, bro.
Kari, you did what Mother could not.
I did what I knew to.
We're gonna go like 50-50 magical.
You've proven worthy of our name. Do you understand?
Yes, Mother.
And here we're gonna go pierce armor.
As you've taught me.
Then we must complete your training.
We have 3 medium. 4 heavy. Is that right? Yeah.
Dice for gold. Interested?
All right. My inventory is full, so we gotta go back to town again. Is that town? Yeah, that's town. First we go and dismantle everything. Whatever it is we have. Nothing.
This one does not like it. But perhaps you are right. Still, keep checking.
Your criminal ways will avail you nothing but an early grave.
Without a well-crafted, carefully maintained weapon, you can end up as a meal for some wild animal.
Alright, what the hell? There it is. So confusing. The layout here is terrible.
Without a well-crafted, carefully maintained weapon, you can end up as a meal for.
Why can't I? Oh wait, there are two buttons here, right? Yeah, armor. There. But here there should be only one. Yeah. But here I think there's armor too. But there's nothing there. Alright.
Why am I cursed with such a task?
This one thinks you have come to make. This one thinks you have come to make a deposit. Yes.
Yes. The game is so much more playable when you are subbing, because you get so much more inventory and bank space. And this is so much easier too. You can just, I think you can do it from anywhere. You can just deposit materials or something. But I'm not sure I wanna. If I keep playing a little bit more, then I will, but just don't know if I will.
Do not worry.
I have
It
no
is
time to
safely
waste.
caged.
Is it pointing over there?
Dahara would not let it tear the flesh from your bones.
We're going here. Or is this a quest I haven't started yet?
You're
Or?
here. Good, good.
Oh.
Keep your wits about you, my new friend. Mistrel's houses cast deep shadows, and vipers lurk in the tall grass.
What do you mean?
Mistrel is the jewel of the southern seas, a free port with trade ties to half of Tamriel.
ambassadors from the Dominion arrived weeks ago to negotiate its admission into the Alliance. Unfortunately, things have not gone smoothly.
Why? What's happened?
Kenarthi's Roost has an old treaty with the Maumar. They claim the Dominion fleet intended to invade their home waters. It's a sticking point in the negotiations. The Sylvanar could use some help. Find him, give him this token. He'll know you are a friend. Without Mistral's support, the Dominion will have precious little defense on its southern coasts. But we are not here to conquer anyone. The Sylvanar knows this. He is in the Chancery, seeking a peaceful resolution here.
Tell me about the Dominion.
The High Elves, Wood Elves, and Khajiit stand united under the Eagle Banner. We secure our borders against invaders from the Covenant and Pact, but it is no easy task. And Queen Irene leads our Dominion, of course.
Who are you really?
Razumdar is just a simple Khajiit. He seeks the best for all the people of Tamriel. Also, a saddle that won't pinch the tail. One day.
Who is the Sylvanar?
He is the voice and spirit of the Wood Elves. They say he was, and will be their greatest
Ship has
leader.
sunk. We
Whatever
must
that
find
means.
someone to hire us until the next
This one
comes
knows
in.
him as an unrivaled diplomat.
Perhaps we should
He is
ask
also the
local
Dominion's
government.
best hope of resolving this
They
matter
will need
peacefully.
help rebuilding after that gale.
I think I picked the wrong faction actually.
Sound like this won't be able to pay up front. We're leaving on the next boat we can get, right?
You have a better idea? Spit it out!
Hey,
An artist's
that is
roost.
out my strong
Roost.
suit. I'm just saying. Look at this place. Do they look like they can afford us?
Because I wanted to start
Matbia, what else?
Let's ask around.
here.
I'm sure
Or maybe it was here. I don't know if they've changed it. Skywatch. First hold. Vocal Guard. Either way, it's either Somerset or Ardon that I wanted to do. But we'll do this one. The way the game works now, you can just do any area in any order. Pretty much. Unless you do the main quest. Alright. Do I have a horse? I wasn't gonna use a horse until the game, like, gave me a horse, but it doesn't look like it wants to do that. So, it's time to use the horse. What the hell? It's not doing... I installed a mod that handles the camera, because the game is completely 100% unplayable first person. The combat doesn't work first person at all. Because you need to dodge stuff, you need to block and interrupt stuff, and the only way to tell if anything is happening is if you can see the ground. The third person is completely mandatory for combat. I think anyone who says otherwise is coping. But I don't mind that much. So much for that.
Please, a moment.
It's just unreliable. Like, you can see it zooms out when I pull my weapon. It's like the add-on stops working. Preferred camera. First person. I want to point this out as well. Field of view 130. And the game still feels extremely claustrophobic. Like, even if you max out field of view, you'd have to have like 180 field of view to maybe be able to play the games first person. But preferred camera should be 0. On mount. Change distance. On draw sheath weapon. It's not doing it. Horse armor. It still doesn't work. Man, it was working this whole time. Why did it stop working? I'm so sad right now. This game is so dead that the add-ons just don't work properly. There were like 2 more add-ons that did the same thing as this one, but they're all broken and like haven't been updated in literally 10 years. Why does it not work, dude? Like, what do you want from me? Now that was obvious why it didn't work. But that setting was correct before. Alright. Maybe we just need to like log out when it stops working or something.
Please, I need your help. My master's life is in danger.
What happened?
I'm part of an expedition from Eagle's Strand. While we explored the Temple of the Morning Springs, the dead began to rise. The others fled, but my master never emerged. Aurelian taught me to know when I should ask for help. Well, I'm asking.
What do you need me to do?
2 magical wards seal the temple, marked by emblems of a scorpion and a spider. If you can keep the undead away while I disrupt the wards, we can search for Aurelian together. How about it?
Alright, I'll help you disrupt the wars.
I have no doubt Aurelian can protect himself. But if he's trapped inside, we need to get him out.
Why were you in the temple?
My master and I had little to do after the shipwreck. When the locals mentioned a temple where the fountains never run dry, we leapt at the chance to investigate. Ilsil insisted on leading, of course.
Oh yeah, hold on, let me do something. Let me do something. Actually, let me do that later. Let me do that later. Elsil was studying a morning stone at Eagle Strand.
Ah, so you've met him. My master calls him Eelkill. Something about an experiment gone wrong many years ago. The morning stone you saw came from this temple. Eelsil was barely able to remove it before the undead fell upon us.
Did you learn anything about the morning stone?
Aurelian thought it could be used to control the weather, perhaps prevent another hurricane. Eelsil disagreed, of course. He insisted on studying it further at Eagle's Strand.
Okay. Let's go and kill these guys, or whatever. Wait, have I already taken that? Juiced.
You have such intricate stitching.
Huh.
Turn back. You aren't welcome here.
What are you?
I'm whatever I wish to be. I change bodies like high elves change clothes. Though the corpses in this temple limit my wardrobe. What does it matter to you? Why do you trespass?
Looking for a man named Aurelian.
Ah, the name for my newest outfit. His flesh sags a bit, though the power in his bones reminds me of my youth. And the robes. I'd forgotten the feel of silk upon newly won flesh.
What did you do to Aurelian?
Set foot in this temple and see for yourself. Such commendable posture. I could definitely wear you in the autumn. As for Aurelian, he's fit for display under full moons all new.
Release Aurelian immediately.
I tired of this. Leave or die. It matters not.
That can't be good. We need to get those wards down fast.
Okay. I don't know, like, does punctures do... It does literally like 100 more damage or something. It's... And I think it slows down. Like, it's slower than just not doing it. Though, this, like, spamming this does do more damage. Because the initial dot... Yeah, I think if you keep spamming it, the dot doesn't do any damage.
Scorpion's poison courses through its prey.
Ward won't keep us out for long. The wards blocking the temple doors are located on opposite sides of the court.
Okay. For whatever reason, urns are just absolutely chock full of lockpicks. If you ever need lockpicks, just check the urns. People just store them there. That's mine.
Spider weaves the web around its prey.
Watch for undead. I'll disrupt the ward.
Lockpick. Doesn't seem to have anything to say now. Should be unwarded now. Pick. Oh, a dagger. Wow. Disrupt the barrier. Waxing Moon Stone. Puzzle here is finding the fucking buttons.
The cycle of the two
But that was
moons
wrong.
seems to be the key to dispersing the barrier.
Yeah? Oh, they're on the right, the same side. This one is just... just slightly different. That.
Barrier is down. But before we proceed, I need to speak with you.
Lockpicks, maybe? Oh, lockpick?
When we entered the temple, that skeleton made it sound as though Aurelian was in grave danger. I won't let vague threats keep us from my master. But Aurelian is too important to lose. Perhaps we should think before we act.
Why is Aurelian so important?
The Dominion relies on Aurelian for his sound judgment. He's taught countless students the ways of Magicka, including some of the Queen's own advisors. His role in the invasion is paramount for our future success. If anything were to happen to him...
Do what I can to protect Aurelian.
Thank you. We should keep moving.
Such as hitting him with a sword in the face.
We found the Morning Stone on that pedestal. Wait, that's Aurelian! What's he doing up there?
Hey, bro.
Ears that large and you still don't listen. Perhaps you need a few alterations. There was a time when the sound of Uldor's voice commanded the terror of thousands.
Who is Uldor?
Why, I'm Uldor. I see your dominion teaches you nothing of my people. I shouldn't bemoan your ignorance. You fools ended centuries of captivity when you removed the Morning Stone.
What is the Morning Stone, exactly?
Never mind that accursed blue rock. I'm about to restore my wardrobe to its full glory. Behold this Rorelian fellow. Such vibrancy. I could use more like him, but one must be willing to run through a bolt of silk for the finest coat.
Free Aurelian right now.
I believe I'll keep him. At least until my summoning ritual wears him through. You see, undead are also beige. But I'm willing to adorn myself with hundreds of tawdry outfits in order to collect the more colorful garb of Eagle Strand.
I can't let you do that.
Then drown in a sea of bones.
Goodbye.
Leave Aurelian for now. We have to disrupt the summoning ritual. I'll destroy... It'll take a moment to weaken the circle. Keep the undead away from me.
Come on. We did it.
One last circle. We can do this. We must do this. Go. Help my master. I'm right behind you.
Stay back!
Ow.
Uldor! Get out of my body! Now! Silence! None command Uldor!
Uldor, I command you by the tears of the two moons, return to your prison.
Ah! That won't hold me for long.
You're Gathwin's ally, yes? Please disable these traps so she can make it to us safely.
Did it.
Despite all my knowledge, Uldor's influence over me was absolute. I'd be little more than a puppet without your timely intervention.
Are you hurt?
Only my pride. But we have a more pressing matter. As Uldor sensed my thoughts, I could sense his. He plans to overwhelm and enslave Kenathi's roost with an undead horde by the next dawn!
How is that possible?
Uldor was a powerful Malmer wizard who learned to separate his spirit from his body, even in death. He can wear hundreds of mindless forms at a time. Thankfully, I know his weakness.
What weakness?
The Morningstone's endless water supply tied Uldor's spirit to his body. When Eilsil removed the Morningstone from the temple, he set Uldor free. Once again, Eilsil's sloppy methods nearly caused the death of me.
How do we restore Uldor's prison?
These gems focus the Morningstone's power. Uldor had me remove them from his tomb. I propose Gathwin recovers the Morningstone from Eagle's Strand. Meanwhile, we restore Uldor's prison. Simple enough.
What does the Morningstone do?
The centerpiece of this old Khajiit temple. After Uldor's reign of terror, the Sea Elves gave it to the Khajiit so it would become the key to his prison.
I in danger of being worn?
No, which is why we must be the ones to enter the tomb.
Of course
After he
not.
saw you through my eyes, he seemed convinced that to wear you would destroy him. For some reason, he feared you.
Of course. If you can't affect me, I should enter the tomb below.
No, we must enter the tomb together. Though he can't wear you, he could quite easily obliterate you with his magic. Only by splitting his attention can we hope to defeat him.
I'm ready to face Uldor.
Master, I know what you're planning. I won't let you throw your life away. Aurelian's plan is to let Uldor possess him. They'll both be sealed in the tomb forever. But it doesn't need to be this way. Seal me inside.
Why should you take your master's place?
Aurelian is too important for the Dominion to lose. Besides, we both saw how the summoning ritual weakened my master.
I don't know about this.
Please, help me convince Aurelian. I will gladly seal myself in the tomb to spare my master. Uldor is a threat to all on this island.
I need to hear Aurelian's thoughts. What do you think? Should we sacrifice the little woman instead?
We should hurry. Uldor won't be trapped for long.
Gathwin wants to take your place in the tomb.
That's madness. I've experienced so many summers. My greatest accomplishment was watching Gathwin blossom into someone who far surpassed my own deeds. No, she must recover the Morningstone. You and I should confront Uldor.
Okay, old man, I'll seal you in the tomb.
Then we should waste no more time.
Ready.
You can't do this, Master.
No, Master.
The Dominion will thrive without me. It's far stronger than it knows.
Then I should recover the Morningstone. Farewell, Aurelian. I
know, Gathwin. I know.
Give me a moment to collect myself. I'll be right behind you.
Okay. Oh, does this? Yeah, I haven't played in some time either. Almost can't see anything. There's too much sun in my room. Honestly, I think it's the best single-player Elder Scrolls game.
Wear a poisoned outfit.
I think it's a really bad MMO though.
I've reconsidered what our combined power can do, Uldor. I willingly give myself over.
I knew such power would tempt you. Very well.
Hurry!
No!
Place the tears of the two moons in the pedestals.
Wretched fool! I'll turn your friend to ash. I won't be mocked by soiled attire.
I'm gonna place something on a pedestal somewhere. Okay, I placed the thing. Oh no! Now it
Stay away from those
does have the MMO issue as a single player game that everything is too easy, which is something MMOs are just completely plagued with. Like you literally can't even get killed by enemies.
You worthless rag! This tomb can't hold me forever.
Isn't it the same with Elder Scrolls as a whole? What do you mean? It's what the same.
Go quickly. I feel Uldor's weakness fade. Hurry, tell Gathwen of the plans.
Being a bit easy?
But don't mourn for me, friend. I earned a useful fate. Few can say the same.
Kind of. But not in the same way. Like, you can at least increase the difficulty, especially with mods. Because, like, the default difficulty is stupid.
Better a living form than a dusty old
in Elder Scrolls games.
I'd hoped for more time to meditate, but this wasn't what I had in mind. Goodbye, my friend. You're what all
But
in the Dominion should aspire to be.
the problem is that no Elder Scrolls game is like skill-based, right? So you don't really have any real room for like overcoming the difficulty, really. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna walk outside of their sword swing range and then walk in? Like, that's the skill. Or like kite them around a tree or something. So the only thing that like a higher difficulty really does is it forces you to use a little bit more potions and, you know, those kind of like support items, and like level up more. Kinda. Farewell, Rurelion. But yeah, it's not like Elder Scrolls games are particularly challenging or anything like that. Nice shirt, thanks. I've had it for like 20 years, I think. I bought like 3 new shirts in the last 15 years.
Aurelian is sealed inside with that monster.
Aurelian saved everyone on this island.
Forgive me. Uldor couldn't be allowed to roam free. Something had to be done, and you had the strength to see what I could not.
What will you do now?
I'll ensure the Morning Stone remains guarded at all times. I should make a full report so the Dominion understands the danger of Uldor's capabilities.
When I say shirt, I also include just normal t-shirts, by the way. I do need to buy a pair of new jeans, I think. Because I only have 1 pair of jeans that I ever use. I think they're getting a little bit worn. I also have 1 belt. I have 1 belt. I only wear jeans. I only ever wear jeans when I like go home and it's like someone's birthday or something. But yeah, I have this 1 belt, hold on. And it looks like this. Like completely destroyed. It looks fine from the outside though. So it's just like the inside is just completely fucked. So I don't know if I need to get one. Just like, I probably should. But yeah, I just wear sweatpants because I'm just, you know, I work from home and everything, so. And like, I can't be arsed to like put on a pair of jeans just to go to the grocery store. Like, I don't care enough. What about Rurelion?
No good comes from dwelling on the past. Aurelian lives, which means there's hope. He's a great man. A good man. I don't care how long it takes. I'll find a way to free him from that monster.
Got a bow!
Forgive me. You did so much to help a stranger. I won't forget. I can open a portal to the temple courtyard if you wish.
I'd appreciate that.
There you go. Hurry, it won't remain.
Level up. Health before magicka. Lava whip. Lava whip is something I wouldn't mind maybe using if I tried playing a bit more like a wizard build. Spiked armor becomes volatile or hardened armor. Volatile armor does AoE damage. Dragon Blood is the heal I usually use. But it makes your character so ugly. I hate this skill. It makes your character transparent and you get like a beating heart. So you're especially since you have to play the game in third person, it just completely ruins like your character. It's terrible. I don't know if Obsidian Shield becomes anything useful, but I don't think so. I think it's basically just Dragon's Blood that you want. You do heal with Burning Embers, but it's not like you don't heal a lot, I think. And you can't heal with this. But let's morph this. I don't know if I want to have spiked armor. I think I probably do. And we're gonna get the AoE damage over time. I am making a like hybrid tank build. I don't know exactly what you need to tank in this game, but I don't think the game is really that serious, so I don't think it really matters that much. Go get the last book here. Ow! What the hell?
Hush, Father. I won't leave your side.
Now this is a new quest.
Burns in the fire. My brother missing. Srendar, show mercy!
What happened here?
Our moon sugar storehouses caught fire. Father thought to save our livelihood. He ran inside, and the burns weren't bad, but the sweet smoke ruined his lungs. Without powerful medicine, he won't last the day.
Is there anything I can do?
Father tried to save our alchemical tools. If they survive the fire, I could trade them for medicine. Please, it's all I can do to keep my father alive. This one begs you to salvage the tools from our storehouses.
I'll find any tools that survived the fire.
Please return quickly with the tools. If I can't trade them for medicine, this one's father will die.
Why do farmers need alchemical tools?
We must pay our debts. If our neighbors own more land, how do we match their crops at market? We must turn to alchemy to grow better crops, yes?
Did you grow better crops?
Yes, our crops came in much bigger this season. Not that it matters now.
Mentioned your brother is missing.
Yes, Zaban Ma shares a temper with hurricanes. After a great quarrel with this one, he stormed off and left us short-clawed. Father had to cancel his trip to Mistral, and now he's...
What crops do you grow here?
You know of moon sugar, yes? The moon sugar cane grows well on these isles. With my people's sweet tooth, there can never be enough to sprinkle on our meals.
Fair enough. Bit of a sprinkle of cocaine on your macaronis.
I haven't seen you around the island before. In the name of Thalmor, what's your business here?
Didn't plan to come to this island.
Ah, the shipwreck.
Hmm.
Worst hurricane I've seen in decades. If you're headed through this plantation, watch your step. Last night some buildings caught fire. Usually the skeevers keep to themselves, but they're acting up something fierce.
Be careful.
I should get back to our inspection. If you see anything suspicious, it's your duty to let us know. Fires don't start themselves.
Who are the Thalmor?
Dominion government. I'm an officer charged with keeping the peace. They sent us to Kanathi's Roost weeks ago. Inspector Tarmar commands us.
It's very bright.
He's at Laughing Moon's plantation toward the center of the island.
Fire injured one of the plantation's farmers.
Saw him on the way in. We gave his daughter some medical supplies, but he looks bad.
Yeah, these Thalmor are just super nice. Thalmor are just misunderstood. Oh, and now it's bugged again. Is it the horse that breaks it? I feel like it's the horse that breaks it. On mount, do nothing. I mean, I do want you to do something. Because it's enforcing no other change while on mount. Right? So now it's the mount that's broken. And the mount breaks everything else. Huh. So, like, mounting works. Now it works. That works. That doesn't work. And then it's broken. And then you can fix it somehow. I don't really get how. Weird. Fire completely ruined the alchemical tools in this storehouse. The perfect batch. Oh, come on. I've done it. Soak the moon sugar cane in double rum before distilling it down. So simple. I gave a single drop to a skeever. Its pupils went so wide they became like the night. Then it leapt out of the window. This batch should fetch twice the coin. I don't care what my brother says. Our troubles are finally over. And see, from what I understand, the game now uses level scaling in the same manner that WoW does. And the problem with that is unless you can manually change the settings yourself for how hard things are supposed to be, it kind of usually just makes the entire game pathetic. That's what happens to World of Warcraft. Like, soloing in World of Warcraft now is just so pathetic.
If you plan to loot my family's plantation, I will give you such a thrashing.
Asbira asked me to look for alchemical tools.
Too late, sugar thief. The fire destroyed every last calcinator. Wait, I expected my sister to check on the tools herself. Why did she send a stranger?
She's with your father. He was gravely injured in the fire.
You lie! My father left yesterday to trade in Mistral, didn't he? Oh no. He set the fires to destroy those damn tools, not to hurt anyone. Not to hurt my father.
Why would you burn your family's plantation?
We lost our last harvest to the Thunderbugs, despite the debt. Asbira bought alchemical tools to improve our crop, she said. But last week, I caught her brewing skooma. That vile drug destroys lives. When she refused to stop, I knew what must be done.
Why burn everything to destroy the tools?
I don't want my family imprisoned. The fire was to destroy any trace of skooma. Recently, I saw my sister bury something on the beach. I was headed there next, but I should be with my father. Would you search for the skooma she hid on the beach?
I'll look for the buried skooma.
My sister placed colorful seashells near whatever she buried. I bet there is a sack full of skooma vials next to them. I'll be with my father. If you find anything, bring it back to me.
Bring any skooma I find to you.
I should really go check on my father.
Oh. But yeah, like, the thing is, when you're making a game with like an open world, you have issues. Because here, for example, you have all of this. And if you want this to matter in a way where like doing the story in these areas matters, or it's even something you can do, you need to have either no level system or you need to have some kind of scaling. Because it just doesn't work otherwise. Like, what you can do is you can create like a bunch of different leveling paths that all like lead to the same areas. Like maybe up here would be like max level, and then all of these areas lead to up there. That way you can't play all of these areas on like the same character, but you could make multiple characters and you could play through this, right? And that's like okay, I guess. But if you add level scaling, then all of these areas are doable at pretty much any time, as far as I know. But at the same time, they're all just always at like a pathetic difficulty level. Because the game doesn't have like, it's not complicated enough or skill-based enough that it really matters, you know, if you're good or bad. So it's just always kind of weak. None of the solutions are good.
Away. The Cross Street Bandits won't stand for competition.
Yeah, it's the horse that breaks it. Hey, don't mind me, I have some skooma in my pocket. Huh? And at the same time, if you do level scaling and you make everything too hard, then the game is also always a chore to play. So when it comes to level scaling, I don't think there's really a winning strategy. In Guild Wars 2, it's like kind of okay-ish in Guild Wars 2, but it's because the game revolves more around events, and then the events themselves kind of scale in a way where often you need more players. I actually think Guild Wars 2 does things like kind of okay-ish. Not good, but like okay-ish. Talk to Zaban Ma. Yeah, but where? There. When it comes to level scaling, at least. But I think Guild Wars 2 is also a bit more skill-based. Like, it does actually have some things. Like CCing properly and knowing when to use your heals and dodge rolling and stuff like that. This game has dodge rolling, but not in the same way. Oh, come on, that was my chest. Fuck you. I deserve that.
You there.
Hey.
Come here.
What's up?
I asked around. Nobody from the shipwreck remembers seeing you before Eagle Strand. No more lies. You're running Skooma, aren't you?
I work for myself, and I'm not running Skooma.
That farmer shook himself to death. You think I don't recognize a Skooma overdose when I see one? That I don't know why skeevers are frothing at the mouth? I should arrest the lot of you.
I don't know what you're talking about. Did it bug out?
All right, you've had
I don't
enough
know what you're
time.
talking about.
Last chance. If someone doesn't tell me where the Skooma is, you'll all face the consequences.
These Khajiit lost their father. Why are you harassing them?
Yes, well, it's my job to ask questions. Perhaps moon sugar fumes can cause the Skooma shakes. Maybe I see Skooma where it isn't, sometimes. I'll leave them to their grief.
Goodbye. Well, that was
Soldier,
easy.
look after these people. Once they're settled, report back to Mistral.
Hey, I got the Skooma, bro.
Thank you. Serendar himself would commend your actions. Give me the skooma so I can destroy it. I want to finish what I started.
Just gonna hand him the Skooma right in front of that guard. And is there another guard here? Or is it just the one? Here.
Thank you. I'll destroy this immediately. My sister is all I have left. We'll learn to forgive each other. We have to, if we are going to rebuild. Gone. This poison
Father
causes
is
nothing
gone.
but pain.
Why would Zaban Ma destroy his own family? Please, leave me to my sorrow.
I am here, sister.
Sonic powers. Yeah, we have zero points. But I think it's been a short stream, but I think I'm gonna go and eat something. Oh, hello there. Oh, it's the log there. Yeah, the wood is something I always miss. I'm not very good at seeing it. Come on. Maybe sit in the sun for a while. I know the cam looks like shit. I just didn't feel like going over there.
Kenarthi's Roost and the Dominion. Together, we'll achieve unity.
There's the book. Alright. Well, we'll stop there. Right in front of the book. I might continue playing this later. I don't know. We'll see. I don't really have anything else I want to do. I was almost like this close to installing Oblivion, but I really don't want to play Oblivion. So I was like, you know what? Maybe we'll just play some of this to kill some time. I don't particularly think this is a good game. I don't think the writing is particularly great or anything like that, but it has better writing than any other Elder Scrolls game. That's something at least. And it's nice that you can actually go to like the entire world. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I don't know if I'll stream more later. I might not. We'll have to see. Until next time, thanks for hanging. Have a good day. Bye-bye.